Hello everyone, my name is Ilhona and today I am starting my new channel. I will read books to you, and because reading is my passion, I want to share it with you with my first book called When a Cat Ruled the World. It's a really interesting book. The author is Elizabeth Laird and it was illustrated by Melo So, Galia Bernstein and Yannick Robert. It has 3 types of story in it based on cats. The first one is about the laziness of cats. The second one is about a greeny, cunning cat. The last one has a ghostly touch to it. So, when cat ruled the world, a myth from China. At the very beginning of time, the world was bright and new and shiny. But the gods had a problem. Who's going to be in charge? They asked each other. Somebody needs to run the place or things will go wrong. At that moment, a cat walked past. He looked serious and clever. He looked as if he were thinking great thoughts. The gods looked at each other and nodded. That's the one, they all said. He'll be a perfect leader. And so the cat became the ruler of the world. The cat was clever, but he was also very lazy. He didn't like working. He liked to lie in the sunshine. He liked to lick his paws and think about mice. After a while, the gods decided to visit the world and see how it was going. How are things down there? One of them asked the cat. Any problems? The world is running smoothly, isn't it? Well, if you must know, said the cat, I'm not sure. I've been busy chasing butterflies. If you are the ruler of the world, you'll have to do a lot better than chase butterflies, another god said sternly. Please try harder. Try harder, yawned the cat. Oh yes, if you like, you can rely on me. But the cat didn't try harder. The cherry trees were in flower. Pink and white blossoms were falling down onto the grass. The cat was having far too much fun playing with them to think about ruling the world. A little while later, the gods came back again. Why are you messing around with the cherry blossom? They said sternly. There's a world to run. What about doing some work for a change? Work? Running the world? Oh yes, sorry, I forgot, said the cat. I'll stop playing and get on with it. I promise. Off went the gods, hoping for the best. But as soon as they were gone, the cat felt rather tired. I'll just have a little nap, he said to himself. I'll start ruling the world when I wake up. But when he woke up, he wanted to wash his ears. Then a mouse came by and he chased it for a while. Then he saw a dandelion clock and had fun blowing all the seeds away. The gods came back for a 3rd time. It's no good, said the cat before they could say a word. I can't rule the world. Work is just too boring. There are so many other things I want to do. Can't you find someone else to look after everything? The gods frowned. They were angry. The cat had let them down. The cat had an idea. I know, he said. There are animals with 2 legs running around everywhere. They're always trying to boss the rest of us around. They poke their noses into everyone's business. Wouldn't they do? Oh, you mean the people, said the gods. Well, We could make them the rulers of the world, but if we do, we'll have to take something away from you and give it to them. I don't mind, as long as I can just please myself. Look, there's a leaf falling over there. I must go and chase it. And off he ran. You won't be able to talk anymore, the gods shouted after him. We'll take your power of speech and give it to the people. But the cat didn't hear. He was having too much fun playing with the falling leaves. From that day on, no cat ever said a word. The people began to talk instead. And once the people started to talk, there was no stopping them. The people worked hard looking after the world and they liked being in charge. And the cats were happy too. They had all the time in the world to play, sleep, and chase after mice. The gods still felt that the cats should help in some way, so they made the cats into walking clocks. To this day, in the early morning, you will notice that the eyes of the cats are round and dark and deep. As the sun gets higher in the sky, their eyes change into slits. In the evening, they open out into round pools of blackness again. There's another reason why cats are still important. When you hear them purr, you are hearing the wheels that turn the world. If the cats stopped purring, the world would stop moving. There would be no day, no night, no summer, and no winter. So now you know why cats are so smug. They know they are clever and important, but they are also free. They do whatever they want, whenever they want. That was the story of when a cat ruled the world. And here's the next story. Samson and the Scaredy Cat, a folk tale from Russia. One fine day, a fox ran out into the deep, dark Russian forest. At the same time, a cat ran out of the village close by. Who are you? Said the fox. I'm Samson Cat, said the cat. And who are you? I'm Widow Fox, answered the fox. Where do you live? Nowhere really, said the cat. What about you? In my cottage in the forest, said the widow. You can live with me there if you like. So Samson Cat and Widow Fox set up a house together. One day, Samson went into the forest to look for berries. He bent down to pick a nice juicy strawberry. Then a hare came bounding along. The hare was in a great hurry and wasn't looking anywhere where he was going. Bump! He landed right on top of Samson. Eek! Shrieked Samson, leaping up so that the hare was hurled across the path. Ah! Yelled the hare as he struck the ground with a painful thud. The world spun around him. Then he scrambled his feet and raced off as fast as the wind. Soon the hare met a wolf. What's the matter with you? Said the wolf. You'll never believe it, shuddered the hare. But I've escaped with my life. I was running past Widow Fox's cottage when a huge beast leaped out from nowhere. It tried to kill me, but I put a great fight and managed to run away. You don't say, said the wolf. I'd better go and have a look myself. Take care, said the hare. This monster is so big and scary that but he was talking to the air. The wolf had already run towards the widow fox's cottage. Now that morning, Widow Fox had caught a fat lamb. She and Samson were in the kitchen, gobbling it up for their lunch. The wolf paused outside the garden gate and coughed politely. The Widow Fox went to see who was there. She wasn't at all pleased to see the wolf. "I don't want him to see our lunch," she thought. "If he does, he'll take it away and have it for himself." But she smiled politely all the same. "Who's that in your kitchen, Widow Fox?" asked the wolf. "I can hear bones crunching. I can hear jaws grinding. I can hear lips smacking. It's making me feel quite hungry." "Ooh," said Widow Fox, pretending to look scared. "That's Samson Cat. He killed a huge ram in a fight and now he's eating it up. He's always so hungry. You better run away or he'll do the same to you." The wolf cocked his head and listened. All he could hear was chomp, crunch, chomp, munch coming from the cottage. But he thought it was the cat saying, "Not enough, not enough." "If a whole sheep's not enough for him," he thought, "he'll be after me next." His fur stood on end with fright. "I'm out of here," he shouted and ran away.